Ladies and gentlemen, any YouTube watchers, here we are. It's August 28th, 2016, and the Little League World Series has just ended, and New York won the series 2-1 over South Korea. But here we are at the Williamsport Airport, and I just thought I would just take a quick little video of the blimp that's parked here. Parked a little bit early before the game was over because of some bad weather coming in from the east. So I thought I'd get a little bit closer view on the video here. Being a pilot and having some access to the airport, I'm able to get a little bit closer. We'll see how close I can get without them having interference or thinking I'm interfering. Just yeah. There's a fellow that looked like he was coming over here to say something, but hi. I just thought I'd come take a closer look, if that's all right. Is there any problem? I got the GoPro here. I figured that, you know, maybe even a little video or something. So is there a problem with me doing that at all?
Yeah,
oh, okay. All right, okay. I won't interfere with you doing anything here, but oh, okay, great. Yeah, so I just figured I'd get a little GoPro video going on here and stuff like that too. So I've been around when the Goodyear blimp's been here a couple of times, and I've never had a camera or anything available to do this, but
good. So the difference between how big that one is.
Yeah. Well, of course, this one's got the average lights and everything else on the sides. So I just thought this would be kind of neat. Hi, how you doing? So, how many's the crew in on the ship?
18 total, 14 to launch and land.
Oh, I see. And so when you're up flying, then you've got one pilot, main pilot flying it, and then you got a camera crew on,
13 on the ground,
and 13 on the ground. Okay.
Yeah, the camera guy, the sign guy, they're not included.
Okay.
They're extras.
Yeah, I figured I'd get a GoPro here. You know, well, at least it's better than even just a taking a picture or something like that. So I thought, well, okay. A little bit of a close-up video or something.
Like
so
like a sailboat, flies like a boat. It's going
cool.
32.
You guys landed a little bit early because of the weather coming in, I guess, huh? So, well, New York won. I don't know if you heard that or not. So
this weather
the game's over. Yeah, we're just up flying out at Lockhaven there, and yeah, we saw some weather coming in. Figured that we'd cut that short and head back here. Got a buddy of mine that pilot that was flying with me, and brought him back here. And I thought, well, I would at least just kind of, yeah, excellent. Let's see. I think this is still going here. 9
people inside.
Oh, is that right?
But only it takes the one guy to fly it from city to city.
And so the question is then that so when you're, and where's it located? Where's it housed back?
City to city, man.
Oh, you keep it in Williamsport.
No, city to city.
Oh, city to city. Okay, so you have. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're constantly. It doesn't have a base. You don't have a base place for it or something like that. So the ground crew, do they travel?
They travel with us. Yep.
Right with everybody in here.
No,
you can't. Yeah. So you'd have the vans and yeah. I got you. Okay.
That's all our ground equipment.
Cool. Excellent.
And then we stick to the main roads.
Yep.
Radio contact.
Yeah.
Texting is a new technology, but
cool.
As long as you're in radio.
And then just find an airport when you need
work,
to kind of
8-10 hour days from airport to airport, and we'll just continue on our way. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So
nice people here, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. They're give me a little information here, and hopefully getting all of this on video there.
But it's just the one guy that flies it from city to
Yeah,
city.
cool.
Nobody rides with them?
No, most of the time, no.
Yeah. Where are you
I mean,
up to
we will
next?
take 2 pilots, but that's just for the other one didn't want to sit in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to Auburn for college football.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
So as long as the weather holds, you'll see us Saturday night.
Okay. How long does it take you to get there?
3 days.
3 days.
3 long days.
So where's your
Three
next?
long-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your next?
Let's stay Columbus.
I'm sorry.
I see. So your
Sorry,
ground
Penn
speed's
State
only.
people out here.
Yeah.
I figure I've heard somewhere that your ground speed's only about 40 mile an hour. Is that right? Usually
Pretty
about that,
a
close
little
to
less,
that.
A little more, a little less. Still there.
So, yep.
They've been up there and watched the GPS say they're going nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Still creeping forward though.
Yeah.
And they got shot out at like 50.
Oh,
That was through the mountain passes in California.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
It's like I was driving to the airport one day this summer and listening to live ATC, and we get New York Center on the same feed as the tower here, and guys, New York's calling out traffic to some plane. Yeah, there's a solar airplane orbiting at. I'm like, oh, what? That big, huge thing that was flying around the world was just south of here. I'm like, let's go find it. You know,
Yeah.
jumped into Cherokee, you know.
Yeah, he gave me
They
a
were
call,
going
and
to Allentown.
we flew down to
Yeah,
Allentown
went
that
down to
day.
Allentown.
Yep.
But that thing,
So-
like, what was it doing? Like,
Yeah, it was pretty slow, 40 knots or
40
something like
knots
that.
or
Yeah,
something,
I
yeah.
think what was it holding over the Ravine VOR for
charge the
for
batteries.
several hours or something like that. Landed about 9 or 9:30 at night or something. So that's pretty cool.
the
So
cool thing was when it came into land, though, it's like it had a gazillion lights along the front edge, and it was getting dark, you know. And,
So you see the big line coming out.
so, what are your parameters that I know you got chased in for weather? When do you call that? How close is too close?
No, I mean, I don't want to get caught on the edge.
Yeah.
That quick updraft.
Yeah.
I'm just a big babysitter. I don't know how close it is. We
Yeah.
came in a full hour.
so now is this just filled with air? Is it or
No,
some sort of
It's
gas?
all mostly helium,
Okay.
and then there's a secondary bladder. The side's in the way.
Okay.
Secondary bladder,
Okay.
say the middle portion of the sign,
Right.
and that's filled with air.
Oh, so okay.
It's all pressurized, so that's what we use the air to keep the shape.
Okay.
Because if we were to pull the electrical plug and pull the plug off the generator, eventually everything would shrivel up like a raisin. And then one good gust of rain puts it on the light bulb. It's still working.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
But with helium constantly expanding and contracting, every time there's a temperature change, we blow air into those black ducts
Okay.
into a box
Yep.
below those fans.
All right.
See them on the top there or the
Yep.
bottom of
Yep.
the blue?
Yep. I see them exactly.
So they go straight into the airbag. It's called
Okay.
a ballonnet. And then we blow air just whenever helium shrinks, we blow air to
Oh, I see. To kind of keep its shape
just
and
to
everything
keep it-
else,
keep
right?
it shape. That yellow box inside.
Okay.
That's called that's our pressure regulator.
Pressure. I got you. Okay.
You measure inches per the water column.
So what
measurement.
lifts it and then allows you to come back down? Like a hot air balloon, you would end up letting the hot air out and stuff like that. So
nature of the deal. With these elevators on the
Yep.
horizontal fins,
Mhm.
there's your up and down.
okay, sure.
You can power down and
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're
So we
actually
can
flying
launch
it down
like a-
towards.
yeah. Launch and land.
subtract any lift
so
other than
yeah.
here on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
essentially neutral buoyant.
That's what you hope for.
Yeah.
This weighs 6 tons.
Wow.
We can make it weigh nothing.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
And then they
Isn't that
get,
great?
those bags in the doors there. Those
Uh-huh.
are 25-pound lead shot bags.
Okay.
That's what we use to
Oh, so
control
you
it
add
on
or,
the ground.
take off.
Cool.
Those.
Yeah.
How much does temperature affect you?
a lot?
Yeah.
Not necessarily hotter, more lift, but definitely better to take off during the day than come back at night when we take off. You
A little
get
bit
extra
cooler
bumper
and-
lift.
Excellent.
This is always inflated year-round. When we do get bottles of helium, it's the same bottles at like the drugstores or like the sell.
Oh, is that right?
We'll get 20 of those every 2 weeks, and like the Coke on the foam on a Coke can on a glass of Coke, all we're doing is putting back the foam.
Cool.
So this is 170 cubic feet.
So what about
So it holds the helium pretty consistently then?
Yeah, I mean helium's naturally evaporating, slipping through the fabric because it's a small molecule. But our loss rate's pretty good.
And so even during the winter time, like this is staying inflated, right? Now,
Oh,
is
yeah,
there any place that
we
you keep
run
it
to
indoors, or you take it down to Florida?
We'll be there
makes
from
sense.
November to March,
Cool.
and then for a couple weeks in January or February, we run to Nashville.
Cool.
And then that's where we do our annual maintenance. It goes in a hangar, and that's like 3 weeks.
Cool.
Other than that, it's mostly
That sounds great.
Midwest, Northeast, a little bit of the South. We're going to do college football till the baseball playoffs start. And then hopefully logistics for us, 2 teams are close.
That's just awesome.
And, we're going to do some of the Super Bowl and some of the college football playoff, the
Where's
championship
Super Bowl
game.
this year? I don't know.
New Orleans or Tampa or Houston?
Well, one of those.
Not sure. What's one of them? I think college football is in Tampa and maybe Houston's the Super Bowl. I think it's Houston because where we go in Ellington Field, they're gonna rent out like all the open space. So that's not very good for us.
Oh,
Well, that's what we.
Yeah.
There's 2 sides of the taxiway where we put the ship, but they can have one side. Just give us one.
you're talking about
And
the
Houston.
competition?
No, just the FBO one.
Oh, the FBO. Oh, just for planes coming in.
Planes coming in the
Planes,
grass
yeah.
area.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen at night. We can fly illuminated. It's like a giant windsock.
Yeah.
At night, you can see
Yeah. I
Yeah.
seen it lit up at over the sky there at night coming home
what I
from
call
work.
That makes
guys.
us different than
When I
good
post
here.
to Facebook when you come in, I said, "Oh, our windsock is back." You know,
Right.
it's awesome flying in here with this thing. You know, you go, "What's the wind? Oh, look at the blimp." Love it.
Yeah, when I flew in from Lock Haven into here and ended up having you in sight in the air, so I'd set the GoPro up to try and film it. And I'm not sure if it got it or not, but we'll see that when I take a look at that part of the footage.